Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jem, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this hair. In terms of like my knowledge with hair, I want to say I'm like beginner intermediate. I always try to make my hair pretty, but most days I'm just winging it and it just so happens to be pretty, and I think I'm kind of getting good at it enough to where I can share with you my tips on how to achieve this look. Now I do want to say that this doesn't hold all day, okay? I style it to where it can be very big and voluminous and look like a blowout, but it will fall down to a really nice wavy looking hair. If you have naturally stubborn straight thick hair and you want a full blowout look like this, then keep on watching. Before we start, here are some few things that you're gonna need to get this all ready. This is what I use. I use a heat protectant, of course that is important. I use a bottle of water just kind of like wet my hair. It's gonna be very important when you're using the Shark hair wrap tool. And of course, you're going to need hairspray. Other hair tools you're going to need are some hair clips just to, divide your hair evenly. One thing I definitely have learned over the years when it comes to styling hair, my hair, okay, I'm no hairdresser at all whatsoever, but one thing I have learned is to divide my hair into smaller parts. If you have bangs or curtain bangs, you're going to need a roller. I'm using an inch roller because my bangs are not as short anymore, like they're pretty long. I do have bangs that like kind of split in the middle, and if you have stubborn bangs like me, this is a trick that you can do. You're gonna want to take your water and spray it at the roots, get it damp enough to where you can kind of like just lay it out in front of you like so. You don't want it too wet. We're gonna take care of it later, but this is what you do. This kind of trains your roots to fall a certain way, and I do this almost every morning or when I get out the shower. What you're gonna do next is roll it up. There you go. I think that's good enough. I am the worst when it comes to hair, okay? Like I have no hairstyling experience. I just kind of do it. I try to do it often enough to where it'll give me enough practice and somewhat get good at it. But once you have that secured, we are ready to start styling. One thing I have learned from using this thing is that you want your hair to be damp enough to where it will dry quickly, but you don't want it too wet to where it's gonna take forever to dry out. All over my hair, get it dampened, especially the ends. I feel like you want the ends to be a little bit more damp than the rest. I realized I don't have a brush. That's very important, so let's go get a brush. So my hair's not too wet. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's not too wet, but it's pretty damp enough. And if you feel like it's not wet enough, you can always go back, because right now we're gonna move on to sectioning the hairs. So I like to go like quadrant by quadrant. I start off with like half and then split it into 4. What I do is I'll split the top first and work from the bottom up. Normally I'll have like thicker hair on the topper. If you don't have the Shark hair tool, I don't have a Dyson because first of all, I am not spending $700 on Dyson hair wrap. I know it's a little bit pricey, but this is definitely half the cost of a Dyson hair wrap. Not to mention this comes with like the brush tool, so if you want it like the big bristles, you can like dry it that way. But for the hair wrap tool, you're going to get two of these. I think this is like an inch. It's like the same size as my curler, so it's like an inch in diameter. It comes with the left and right side. So what it does is obviously when you're curling the right side, you're going to attach the right attachment. What's cool about this is you can twist it down. I guess for ergonomic, if I didn't have this attachment on here, I mean, you can use it like this. This right here doesn't feel natural, but if you want to like blow dry your hair, I think this is pretty cool that you can just like take this attachment out and then just blow dry it like that. So I like this feature, and it's pretty quiet compared to like a traditional hair dryer. I've been using regular hair dryers as long as I can remember. I never owned a Dyson wrap, okay? I can't justify myself to spend $700 on a hair dryer. So we're going for this one because we are balling on a budget, okay? When I first used this tool, I was so frustrated because I did not know what I was doing. I literally took this entire like this much hair and just like tried to wrap it, and it wasn't wrapping because it's supposed to automatically do it, but it doesn't work like that, okay? Don't make the same mistakes as me. So what you're gonna do is take a thin strand, So I'm gonna walk you through the process, right? You're gonna take a thin strand, something that's kind of damp enough, like that. And you're gonna want to start off kind of like towards the middle to between like the edge and the middle of this tool. And you're gonna want to face obviously like where you're curling. And then put it right under and it should curl it automatically. Once you do that, you're gonna pull it up and you're gonna hold that position for like 10 seconds. And then after 10 seconds, you get a button here. I didn't even show you guys the buttons. You get a cooling button here and you hold that for 10 seconds and you let it go down nicely. And I will show you here in a second. Before I go and do my hair, I wanna show you guys the buttons here. I feel like you get what you pay for, I guess. I'm not a fan of like the accessibility of the buttons because I can't reach that if I wanna turn it off. And if I'm curling my hair, I guess like, I don't know, I just feel like I don't like the button here, but I get it. I feel like if the turn on button or the power button was like somewhere up here, I would accidentally like hit it every time. So I get the whole idea of it being here and somewhat inaccessible so you don't accidentally like turn it off. And then you have your heat control buttons and then how strong the air is button. What do you call that? So for the Dyson hair wrap, you don't get any control on the heat levels. This one you do, which I kind of like because my hair can take it, okay? My hair is very thick, so it can handle very high heat. Not very high heat, but it can handle higher heat than regular people. I don't know. I feel like because my hair is so stubborn and so thick, I need something that's also stronger that can create that curl and that wave. So I always go full on with the heat on this, and that's partly why I also resorted to this hair tool. I'm gonna apply this. I don't want it too wet because it definitely will take forever to wave the hair. So I'm gonna start off with this. I'm gonna let that cool down, and what I've seen other people do is that they'll take a curler and pin it up, which is also a great way if you have stubborn hair, but your girl is kind of lazy and is terrible when it comes to pinning it up. I don't know why, but like I feel like pinning this up is it never works out for me. So I'm gonna take this hairspray. This is the SGX NYC. Spritz a little bit. You don't want to like spray too much hairspray because what it can do is it can actually weigh down your hair. So you want to be mindful of that. This is really hard, by the way. Like I'm looking at my camera to style my hair. See what happens when you take a thick strand? You want to go like thinner strands. Because what happens is if it's too thick, then the tool cannot wrap like too thick of a strand. So this side is pretty much done, and when that's done, I'm gonna spray more hairspray. There you go. You don't want it to weigh it down too much though. This is not staying out very well, but that's okay. But we're pretty much done on this side right here. So when I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and set it with a hairspray. And what I like to do so it doesn't get hot with the top side of my hair is I'll kind of just like clip it like that, because sometimes it will get caught. My hair kind of flies away really easy and it will get caught with the side of my hair, so it just looks like that from the back. So now what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take this clip off and we're gonna start working on the top portion of my hair and split it from left to right. And I'm probably just gonna pin this right here, and we're gonna work towards the left side. And of course, do not forget. And what I like to do when I get to the top part, like kind of like towards the center part of my hair, when I wave it, I don't wave it to my left side or whichever side it's supposed to be on. I kind of like guide it towards the middle part of my head. I left that on a little longer because it was pretty thick, and I'm just gonna leave it there the best way that I can so it stays in that position and gives me that volume. I am done with the look. Well, kind of done. All we have to worry about is basically my bangs. It's basically my bangs. So I'm gonna switch off to normal dryer position. This hair tool comes with 3 other attachments. So it comes with 5 total, but you can, I think when you buy it from the website, you can choose which attachment you want. But I got this from Amazon, so if you guys want to try it yourself, I have a link for you down in my description. Also, if you don't follow me on my socials yet, give me a follow on there. I do post other things on there: lifestyle, gaming, fitness, all that, and myself. But for my bangs, I'm going to use this right here, and just like that, it looks like this, and it's very compact. I feel like I have a tiny jar in my bathroom, and I feel like this fits really well. Otherwise, if I had like a big normal hair dryer, it wouldn't fit in there, so this is perfect for me. So the moment of truth, do we actually have good bangs? Usually it turns out like this. It looks very curled. And then the fun part, just shake it up and down. Ugh. And kind of like rub my fingers through it. Voila! What I do is I start to split the bangs in the middle, and I know this looks very voluminous, but because I do have like really heavy hair, this will weigh down over time throughout the day, but it's still going to have that wavy look. Maybe not as bouncy, but it kind of just starts off like this, which I love. It looks like I just got a fresh blowout, but at home in only like under 40 minutes. But I hope you guys found this a little helpful. I love this look, and this has been kind of like my go-to. Plus it's not too damaging with my hair, because I feel like after a hair wash, like I don't want to have to dry my hair and then use like a wand curler. This is kind of like the best way to do that all in one time and save you a lot of time. I highly suggest the Shark hair dryer. It's great. It's been treating me well. Get to have control of the heat on the tool, which I love because I have really stubborn hair. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and let me know what you guys think of this hair. And if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!